Alright, we're starting the stream. Alright, so a little bit about the game. This is Lone Fungus Melody of Spores. It's a sequel to Lone Fungus, and it is a platform Metroidvania. The lore is that the spirit beast is just a giant bird, is attacking mushroom kind, and we're trying to defeat it and unite the mushroom kingdoms. So what I'm going to do, and how I play it, for any percent is on Explorer. And so whenever I hit my space button in this case, and I start my timer, I hit escape straight away to skip a cutscene, and there's one other cutscene further in that we can skip after our first time meeting the spirit beast. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. And now I'll be spamming some text. This is our uncle, Grinius Capius. He's telling us we got a train, and we're just gonna jump up over here, do some platforming. Hi, minus. Yeah. More talking. So you got iframes in this game, which is what the dash is, but only whenever you're on the ground. And now we get more. And it's a pretty hard spam early on. So basically he's going to go fight the spirit beast right now. And here comes the village elder coming back. And sadly we find out that our uncle has perished. Hi Toyful, how are you doing? Of course, this is gonna be in my submission. I love it. Thank you for the sub, Suzuka. Hope y'all are doing well on this Saturday night. So we say we're gonna go up, see the village chief, see what that loud sound was. Oh, funky movement. More spamming. We're gonna be introduced to the mushroom gang here. They're gonna run in and they're gonna say, "Where's the oracle?" And they're gonna eavesdrop and they're gonna be in the way. So we gotta fight all 4 of them throughout the playthrough. We get our weapon back. And then these pillars are for teleporting and healing, so you upgrade them. And you've got some money management. We equip the whip. And so I do play this on mouse and keyboard. Controller's optional. And I was able to route this run. Oop, that's bad. Route this run to where I do not need to attack enemies early on. So it's a huge time save. Excuse me. So early on, platforming's not too heavy for this first little section. It's mostly just avoiding enemies and using some movement tech. In other Metroidvanias, just as this one, you will unlock moves as you play the game. And right now, all we have is a basic dash and jump, as well as unlocking other weapons and moves. So one thing, movement tech, I do is I shift and I jump after the second, and it gets you an extended jump. That's a little faster. So now we're learning our first move here. At the top of these trees, it's Fung Fu, which is necessary to fight bosses in the game. Ooh, that's not good. And so this gives us the ability to kick and break armor. So there are 4 spores. That's the first section. And now there are 4 that are going to be armored. So once they fly out, I jump, kick, and hit them. And the only one that really matters is this last one to get a fast hit on, like that. So now I'm going to do a tech where I open the map, and you can crash the game here. If I teleport too fast, I can crash the game, but... And now we're running back. There's a lot of backtracking in the first 15 minutes of this game. Unlucky. There's RNG on how the enemies move as well. So every time I get hit, it's a time loss for this first section. Secret entrance, which we get a repair kit, which we use to fix a guy's house later to get a berserking item, which gives us more damage. We got good luck on the RNG of that chest. We got 95 out of it. And yeah, really, we're just avoiding enemies right now. Alright, we're gonna buy the rabbit's foot here, which is necessary for money. As we kill enemies, it'll give us more money to drop. And another tech is to equip it as you're leaving, but I missed the exit. Basically save that cutscene time to actually keep some speed. Ah, bad jump. What? Okay. Because I made it so far over, it put me onto that platform piece. So we're on our way to get an iron key, but right now we're going to use this, upgrade it, and now we've got a TP that we're going to use later on in the run. That's also bad. Fine. In Explorer, a death is not too bad, because you spawn at the start of a room, but some rooms you do not want to die in, they're extremely long, so it's best just to try not to die, as you would think. If you dash and jump, you also get a smaller like height on the jump afterwards. Yeah, or I should say, if I dash and jump like that. Also, if you jump, you lose your iframes that you have while on the ground. So it's a lot of movement management for that. Same thing, we're going to open the map up, and now I'm using the cursor pointer while invisible searching for this TP that would be, which was the first time where we went to. Oh, I clicked off. So I play with 3 monitors on my computer setup, and if you click off the screen, it does mess you up. So here's our Berserker's house. We're going to use that repair kit, and we're going to run up, and we're going to grab the Berserking emblem. Or the, I think it's the Berserker emblem. Berserker idol, there you go. And as we leave, I'm going to equip it. Missed the fast drop fall. And we got lucky there. I'm trying to do a fast drop while dashing, going down, and it gives you more downwards velocity and momentum. So now we're going backtracking here. And we're going to go to the circus, where we play a little mini game. So this is a little platforming early. So this is where we got the key right here. This is for this locked gate. So I had iframes as I fell there. It's all about kind of timing where your dash needs to be. So we got cannons, which they rotate and you shoot. And I didn't jump. Oh, like this. Throwing. It's fine. Let me slow down. Let me speed up. Okay, ignore that. So this is a kill room. You have to kill all the enemies in it. We activate the Berserker Idol to get extra damage on the caterpillars, because they normally take more damage. And we've got these big caterpillars spawning, and they take 4 with the Berserker Idol. We want to make sure we get that money for some money management to unlock more TPs later on, but pretty good. And now we are at the circus. So a good time would ideally be sub 9 minutes here, like 8:40 is ideal. I play a little mini game, and we gotta get 750 points to unlock our next items. The red bombs are very bad. Wow, it disappeared because they hit the side. Cherries are 20, normal balloons are 4, presents are the highest at 45, and golden cherries are 30. There are also green melons that shoot out that are worth minus 20. And if I get hit by the explosion, it actually knocks me into a unmovable state and unattacking state for a few seconds versus just the normal cannonballs. So there's a tech, if one's gonna hit me, I'm actually gonna purposely get hit by the cannonball before it explodes, if that makes sense. So there's our melon that we don't want to hit. And this is all RNG. You could have like 5 presents out of the cannon straight away, or you can have melons non-stop. More points. And we're good. So I do not want to stand near the exit here, because if a bomb comes from this guy right here, it does have knockback, and if I get knocked out before the 1 to 0 second time frame, then you have to redo the entirety of it. And 1, good. So we climb up this and collect our rewards. I definitely lost some time here. That's beautiful next. Alright, so we're going to TP back up towards where we learned our Fung Fu move. And we're going to equip the Yo-Yo, which we just got. And we're going to equip the Cursed Crown. The Cursed Crown allows us to take more damage, but also deal more damage. And then the Yo-Yo has 2 hitboxes, and it's stronger than the basic whip. So there's a hitbox that it's basically a rake, 1 forward and 1 backwards, which is huge for boss damage early. My bad. I missed the fast. Good. So we get chests like this throughout the run as well. There we go, nice. And we're gonna fight our first boss here, which is Tusk, but I call him Boris because he is a boar. And normally you could heal here, right there. You don't need to upgrade it. So he's got 3 armor that you have to break. We activate the emblem, we jump, we dodge, we jump, we dodge. He's gonna throw a rock, but we dodge that. And we're gonna count to 3 as soon as he disappears. 1, 2, 3, and jump. Oh, too early. We got a nice rainbow there. And we got some text here. Now we're actually in the Prism Temple, which is a big circle, more or less. Square, I guess, in movement. And there's more platforming. We learned 2 moves here. And there are multiple kill rooms and a decent amount of enemies. So doing my best to just avoid them with the iframes. And there's some cool movement tech that I've added in with the kick, because whenever you kick an enemy, you get a free bounce vertical. So later on, there are 2 spots where I'm going to go for a kind of risky kick. And we do not heal until we get to a certain, the 3rd statue, I believe. But we do use all these iframes. This room's really RNG. The grasshoppers will move randomly once they come into frame, so you can get hit by them, which is not fun. So that was the fast dash down I was talking about earlier. Well, that money there. And yeah, so that white thing on the left is a hook that we'll get later. So this is the tech I was talking about. So I jump on him. You've got invincibility for that little frame or 2. And then we're into our first kill room of 3. And again, we're going to use the Berserker Idol to deal extra damage to these enemies that usually take 2. good. Also with the rabbit's foot, not only are you getting money, oh, that's rough. Not only are you getting money, you're also getting armor like that, just there, which reduces damage that you're taking, even with the Curse Crown. So this is our antlion room. They're gonna be 4 antlions that spawn. That's 1, 2, 3. And our last one is a toxic one. He shoots stuff. And that's our first item, which is our hook. This lets us grab those white objects I was talking about right here. And you get a little extra parkour going on. So we're back in that room from earlier. We're going to a new little zone below it. And in the casual play, that's a nice shopkeep right there. You can get some upgrades from. But for this run, we're basically all the way full. Hi Mighty, welcome on to the stream. I am recording for a GDQ Hotfix Submission, because I want to submit this to GDQ. That's on me. Being silly. I just have momentum going forward. We're fine now. So I'm not gonna heal. This is our 3rd kill room, which is the hardest one, but we should be okay. Hopefully we get some armor here. Yep. I need one more just for the last enemy, because it's an armored spiky boy. And I didn't jump. It's okay. Do this. There we go. Now it's just all the way platforming. We're gonna get our next move here though, which is sticky fingers, or sticky hands. I think it's fingers, but I call it sticky hands. It's fun. It makes me think of the 1990s, 2000s toy with the sticky hand that you hit your friends with and leave residue. Shout out to all my 90 kids. Alright. Split. And then we go on to the next thing. Open the slaughter. And we're going up to this. Okay, well, that's great. This is one of the more annoying rooms to me. And it's just the way that the sticky hands work. Kill that. And we got 2 more rooms. And here's our last room. It's got 3 grubs and 2 plants. Or that one planted the sentry. And now we heal and we fight our first mushroom gang member. And we need that TP a lot later. So this is Putch. He is the one with hammer. And he's going to go back and forth around the room. I didn't get a full jump. It's fine. We want to try to hit him on both rakes. I jumped early. That's not good. It's fine. Not fine. No worries. That was just because I jumped early on the first one, that's fine. Yeah, we get an upgrade. So in this run, we put it all into strength. There are different upgrade paths you can go for. And here's the Oracle, this giant purple fella. And then we're gonna get another move here, which is our double jump. Alright, we're gonna do the map manipulate again, and we're going up to Woodsby. So all the way over here on the right. And again, we don't want to hit this until after I know I'm clear, because we can crash the game doing that. We go talk to the village chief, because we've now talked to the oracle. And he's going to give us these hooks. If you look behind him, there's an anvil-looking pillar, which we're going to be able to move with these hooks. Or the anchor claw, as it's called. So now we're going to TP down to that one that we unlocked earlier. And we're going to go talk to a mushroom shopkeeper, who's going to sell us the most important item in this game for the run. It's called the Black Rose. And it allows us to float whenever we're hitting enemies, which might seem weird, but later enemies, you definitely need it. So we go back through this section again. I have iframes, it's fine. And not the best HP going into this because there's a spider room right after this. This is Pep and Bet, they're brothers. So we got our Black Rose. Now we're gonna move this with the Anchor Claws. And now we are on our way to Fungalia. But first we have to get through the Spider Cave, which is probably one of my least favorite rooms in the run. So there are grasshoppers that are flying, then there's the big spider here. Okay, I went too fast, it's fine. Let him shoot that, we'll kill him. So they only take a one rake. Alright, we should be good here. So we're gonna jump across, and we're gonna go into the hidden room right here, get a star, which the first one we got was after the circus as a reward. This is our second. At 3, you end up getting an extra level up. Ooh, that's not good. We're fine. We're gonna upgrade here anyways, so just a little time loss, not bad. And we're gonna fight our second member of the Mushroom Gang, the tall purple guy. His name is Marker. He is the most RNG based for the fight. Oh, I did that early. It's fine. You can't hit him until he actually lands right here. And this is random where these land. Okay, we got a good RNG. Stay right here, and we should be able to kill him. Yep. Any of the later phases of the mushroom fights are pretty hard. So it's best just to beat them within phase 1/2, rather than letting them get to their in-game movesets, or in-fight movesets, if that makes sense. So now we're in Fungalia, which is an ancient land of mushrooms, more or less ruins. And we've got to get through these trap rooms. I think I could have dashed there, but it's okay. And actually, the next fight we will get to, we want to die. Boss fight, I should say. And it's our first encounter with the Spirit Beast, so I do want to take some damage. But we'll try to take that in better rooms. That's the one, that's fine. So we don't have armor. There's one kill room we need to get through. Let's go. So now I need to play pretty safe here. And after this room is the kill room. So we just don't want to get hit, especially at the end. We'll be fine. So 2 candles or candles gonna spawn here, and then there's gonna be a boy on the other side. Oh my goodness. So that's the worst case. You die on the last thing. He just went a little further than I thought he would. Really showing my skill. Oh, that's one thing I didn't address. There's your attacks go in the ranges of the cardinal directions, as well as the sub-cardinals, so your southeast, northwest, etc., on top of just the north, southeast, west. Very good. We need to take one more hit, which we'll save for the last candle. So you need to have 8 HP going into the next boss fight to be one-shot, otherwise just more time loss. And not what I wanted to be hit on, but it's fine. So these guys will charge up either that flurry just then, or they'll do a long shot. So this is Spirit Beast, our final boss. And in casual game, you can fight him here and beat him, but ultimately you still get sent to the Shadow Realm, which is where we're going now. Spam through some text. And we just sit here and let him hit us. Say I failed. He's going to destroy the bridge, sending us down. And we split and skip the cutscene. Alright, so now we've got the Spirit Feather, which is going to be used later to take it to another mushroom guy. That's not a quest item. And now we're unlocking the next move, which is a dash jump, like in the air. So now you've got 2 dashes. And again, we're in the map minute. Back to before we fought Morker. And we don't want to hit space until we're clear of this cutscene. We're at the very end, so we don't crash. I've crashed too many times and killed too many rabbits doing it. So, as I mentioned earlier, you don't have iframes if you dash in the air, and that includes that aerial dash. So it's a lot of timing for when you need to jump. Later on in parkour, you also have to manage what you're using movement-wise. There's actually not too much crazy parkour in the any percent run here, compared to if you're 100% in the game. There's an item that you go through these blue portals and get a ton of fun movement tech going on. Alright, so we have the King's Key, and we're going to meet the Elder Mush from the village outside of the Oracle Room on the right, and then we're going to fight our next Mushroom Gang member, which is Rodhat, the pretty one. She's just a cutie. That is so bad. Well then. That's what I get for not hitting space. I don't think I've ever actually fallen on the far side there. Lol. So he uses the key that we just got to unlock this area. And we go down and we just need to drop. We're trying not to get hit by the grasshoppers. We're good. You can always steal if you do get hit. And Rodhat is our red lady right there. The Lady Moosh. And we're gonna beat her up. And then we're gonna jump and kick her in the head. Fun thing you can see here. So the kicking, you can see there's green underneath her. And that means that she's gonna take more damage from our next attacks. And fight. One of the easiest fights, once you just know how to manage it. And now we're in the Coral Grotto. This is connected to the Crystal Grotto. This is our most important TP here. So we need to spend the money to raise it and then activate it. And we're good on money management. If you have less than 95 coins there, you need to kill some of the frog guys that you see. Just to get up to at least 95. But in this case, like I said, we're good. We're just gonna skip them. Oops, dash a little fast. Now I've got some jellyfish that are there, heat-seeking missiles. Slow room with these bubbles, and this is the start of some of the parkour you'll see. And basically it's just platforming. That's not good. I did a little fast. You should be able to actually reach. Should be able to reach the next bubble there, but it didn't get enough height, so I just fell through. And then I landed on the other one, but it was so low that it ended up hitting the spikes below. So that's what I should have had happen. Into this, another dash, into a jump. It's all good though. We drop, we drop, we drop. And we activate our next CP. So I'm a bit behind right now. It's fine though. And we are now going to do a giant loop, basically up and to the left, kind of going back where we came from, to find our the next village. I'm gonna get this for money, and now we're good for money basically for the rest of the game, including these kill rooms. Now we're up vertical, and this is the easiest room. It's just a straight across run as far as this area is concerned. Upgrade this. This is what lets us get to the Two Pillars town, which is where we're going here. And we're going to talk to the chief. And we're trying to get the spirit flute from him. Alright, so we get a boat pass. Yeah, there's a boat ride in this game for all my MM friends. We go down to this area where we were before, and we're going to talk to the boat keeper, who is just across this room. This is our first kind of break. And we're going to go after some parkour rooms. We're going to go and fight Sir Hopsalot, or Lord Hopsalot. He is a giant frog. Or a giant toad, and he is very RNG, so we're just going to do our best there to avoid it. So we want to try not to take any damage from the jellyfish, so we don't have to use the heal and just waste another second or two here. Nice. Oop, didn't need to actually grab that. So with these flowers, if you do any removes other than the attack, you lose it until you land on the surface, kick an enemy, or else. So now we're just doing the last little room, and so we're gonna skip that, and we're gonna go into our next fight. Alright, this is just RNG, so we pray. Nice. It changes. That was clean. Those bubbles explode, and they also change where they're going every single time. So he can hit you 2 times in a row, or can be nice about it. And our next move is being picked up, which you barely use in the 80% run. Those brown roots you there. You hit them with the whip, and they will extend now. So we're going to TP back up to the entrance of this area. And we're going to go into the next section, which is our crystal area. And to access that, you have to have this. So you can hit that. Oh, it's a little spooky. I went a little too fast. It's good. That sucks. It's fine. Nice. I jumped before that a little too fast. But yeah, with your dashing aerial, you do get a little bit of height on it. Just a little diagonal. That's stupid. We almost did it again, and I Don't know how I survived that, but we're good. So now we're gonna fight our next boss. I do need to heal here. Glimmer Maw will one-shot us otherwise. And Glimmer Maw is the biggest RNG moveset boss. He comes from both directions or from the ceiling, and he's got 5 different moves that he can do. So what we want him to do is chomp. This is okay, not ideal. This is the worst case, so he can leave little bombs on the ground. This is one of the better ones. I walked into him though. And this is the worst. I can't go for the greed. There we go. So he didn't give us actual chomp, which is the best move. So what he does is he sits and he goes directly right here and he hits in this little section of down below, and you just get free hits on him. Just stand slightly to the left. And now we have the next piece of the items for moves, and we're going back to the Oracle area, or to the Oracle area, Prism Temple, and we're gonna go fight Dwarf next, which is the leader of the Mushroom Gang. But first we have to get through some annoying underwater sections. So the item we just got is the basically the water crystal. I can't remember the name, but it allows you to go under the water as a mushroom. You can avoid a lot of these goldfish, but sometimes they're just bad with RNG spawns. And then the big mackerel, which kind of have wonky hitboxes, but the worst enemy are golden jellyfish. Also, the spikes really stink, because if you hit them later on, after going through, you can get reset to the very start of a section of the spikes. So this golden jellyfish is what I'm talking about, but what we do, we can just run here, he's gonna bounce that, and we're good. It really spend some time to speed up this section as much as possible, because the only movement tech you have here is if you jump, you get a dash upwards, but only upwards. That stinks. Alright, we're good. Got armor on as well, so we're fine. Which, the funniest thing, I did say Rod Hat was the easiest, and Rod Hat might be the easiest of the bosses, but from a casual playthrough, I think that Dwarf is actually the easiest, once you just understand how he's going to be. The only thing that changes in Dwarf's fight is a little RNG of where a barrel goes to start with, and of course, there's an invisible enemy. It's fine, we only lost 2 armor, so here we're fighting 2 golden jellies, and we're going to avoid the other. So if you stay horizontal with them, you can actually just get the clean 3 hits you need for them. These mackerels are the most annoying. And this fella, we're just gonna have him hit the top there, and we're good to run. And on this one, we're gonna go towards the bottom and spam space. And I'm not gonna heal here, I'm actually pretty confident with my health. Going to fight Dwarf. So he's kind of whack-a-mole with the holes. He always spawns in that far one, and he's always gonna go into the middle after he throws the dynamite. And he's gonna spawn right here. And now where the barrel comes out is random, but he didn't actually spawn it. That's might have been the fastest fight I've had. Tongue-tied. Oops, forgot to split. And now we're in the hardest parkour section of the game. The Forgotten Sanctum. It consists of 3 different paths you have to go down and activate a button. And then we do a little baby parkour, which is kind of funny considering everything you go through before it, to then fight the Gatekeeper. Now I will say this is the area I have the most room for improvement. The first zone's typically the hardest for me, but it's the least RNG heavy on enemies. Whereas so this is lasers or slime, either one. So we really make use of the iframes to go through while dashing and avoid taking damage. Y'all didn't see that. If you ever need to fight the eyeball, he's gonna take. I just saw my movement. He's gonna take 2 hits with the Berserker Crown after, or the Curse Berserker Idol active. And so we have to fight this one. Well, I die. So I didn't get the 2 hits, just 1. So redo. That were fun. If you just go to the far right on this room, you can just drop, falling lasers. Nice damageless strat. Now we want to bait these enemies. There we go. Another hard room, which we need to use iframes here. The reason it's hard is because we're trying to just go across. There we go. Ooh, almost killed myself. Ooh. Oh, 1 HP. I don't know actually how I survived that, but it's okay. The kill room right here. This is our last room. And we're going to make use of iframes here. Dash straight through that. Since we don't hit in the air, we're good. And that is the laser zone. So no deaths, so it's very nice. Ice zone is biggest RNG because of the snowflake monsters right there. They float randomly whenever you enter any of the rooms, and then they also attack randomly. That was just bad on me. There are also penguins that slide very fast. There's red penguins and blue penguins. The red ones have armor, the blue do not. So anytime you hit a floor spike, it does also damage unless you dash perfectly into it. Just have iframes on the ground. This room's easy. Next room's gonna be a red penguin. I have to say that, otherwise I'm always gonna throw that first guy. There's a nice movement tech right here. Kick him. We want to avoid that bat. Flying enemies in this entire area are the bane of my existence. Another hard room right here. I die. You want to basically cause them to shoot, weave through, and then you need to get up to the next platform fast enough to avoid a weird hitbox. And I forgot about that. Oh, it should be okay. So yeah, we're gonna go there. Good. Now we got a killer and penguin spawns on the left. Snowflake. Snowflake. Penguin. One of those little ground snowflake boys. I did not want that. I've never had both of these active at the same time. Bad. I actually did not know the red penguin could spawn when doing that. Let me not move and joke around here. And I don't know why that's sometimes random. I think if I sit more in the middle of the room, the red penguin dashes harder. Ooh, almost through. And this is our last room. Ooh, we're so Alright, 1 death is not too bad. It does kind of stink that it was in the kill room, but overall not bad. And then we're going to another annoying section, which is the wind. So as I said, the flying things, enemies in this game really are the bane of my existence in this zone, and especially these boys. Missed cycle 1, maybe? Oh, we made it. Oh, no we didn't. So you can make it on that first cycle going into this little section, but just barely missed it. One of the hardest rooms is this one. So good. And it's mostly because usually you get hit and you have to dodge this fella. Oh, that's stupid. Oh, oh, good, 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 good. Fine. Just have to back that up. Wait. Don't ask what I just did. I might have not realized I was home free. Got the frame in time. Nice. This is our second to last room. And now we're in the switch room. Nice. I missed the cycle, didn't I? Because I bad move. Yep. And now we're gonna go set up the fight Gatekeeper here. I might actually rainbow this. I'm not sure. All depends on the fight with Gatekeeper. Oh, that's fine. Hey, it's room, but we'll be fine. We're gonna heal. Heal right here and equip our Black Rose. So Fate Keeper is 3 phases. The first one is lasers, the second one is ice, and the third one's wind. So he's gonna do the sludge, we're gonna hit him a few times as we're running. Try to get as many doubles as we can. Nice. Now we want to get all the way to this tallest section right here. He's going to come up. And we're going to just stay between his eyes, right on the bridge of his nose for iframes from those projectiles. And now we're going to break armor. Now we want to double rake him as much as possible. He's going to start moving here and throwing tornadoes out. It's fine. Oh, if I don't click off the screen. Okay. Ooh, spooky. I accidentally clicked off on my left monitor again. It's fine. Drop in, grab the strength. I could back up. Alright, now we go down to the 2 pillars again. And we're going to do some text. So this village elder is going to meet our village elder. So Gregador is meeting our village elder outside up here, and we're going to fight the final fight now. And this fight is a lot of RNG. So we get a little cutscene. This is our second one, and then we go into fight. And we go into the portal to final fight. So the two phases. The first phase we want to stay above him, and the second phase we kind of want to stay between his eyes and B. So I'm going to do a double jump. Okay. Oh, well, we're already taking damage. That's not good. Well done. We're risking it. It's fine. Let me take this for a second. So this is okay. He's gonna do lasers next. I'm gonna drop. Hit that platform, hit this one. Oh, just a little bad on timing. We got started our phase one. So that was an ugly fight. So again, trying to stay above him, get the double rake to get as much float as possible with the black rose. And we're good. Now he's gonna go back in the middle, and he's gonna shoot those crescents out. The crescents, let's see, I think I get it here. Oh, we're good. The crescents can hit us on the back swing. Now he's gonna do laser eyes, but we kill him for that, so fine. Time, 51:42. So yeah, this was Lone Fungus, Melody of Spores. Just trying to get the game out there, really enjoy the run, Metroidvania, and looking forward to anyone who wants to come and play the game and run the game as well. I'm welcome to give any hints, tips, tech. There's not been much skips found. I found that you can warp into a wall whenever you take damage from spikes in one room and go out the next, but I haven't really been glitch hunting too much. I found the map, and I found some different tech to speed up the game, but yeah. So thank you so much, and hopefully I'll see you on a GDQ Hotfix.